a storm, hold your head up high. And don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm, there's a golden sky. And sweet to the song of the lark. When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high. And don't
Happy Easter, everybody. Good afternoon and welcome to my Instagram live here. I hope you're all safe and healthy at home, and I hope to give you some information this afternoon about some English grammar, a small point of grammar, about 20 minutes, and then we'll play a game at the end where you can practice what we've learnt today. So for today's lesson, you'll need a piece of paper and a pen, and if you haven't done so already, can you all go to find on the App Store or on Google Play this app, Kahoot, because that's what we're going to use at the end of the lesson to play a game to see if you've assimilated what I'm telling you today. Okay, Kahoot, pen and paper. The recording, the Instagram live, of course, will be recorded, so you can watch it at the end at your leisure if you want to, and or you can stay with me live for the next 25 minutes. So I'd like to start today with a quote, and I'm going to start that quote in Russian, an English lesson with an English teacher speaking Russian. This comes from a very famous Russian linguist called Rosenthal, and in 1967 he produced a publication on reference on spelling and style, Spravочник по правописанию и стилистике. So let me have a go. Bear with me, please. Let's see how it goes. So it says, в русском языке порядок слов считается свободным. Это значит, что в предложении нет строгого закрепленного места для слов. Например, предложение, состоящее из 5 знаменательных слов, как редактор вчера внимательно прочитал рукопись, допускает 120 вариантов. 120 вариантов. So for my non-Russian speakers in the audience, let me just say what that was. That was from Rosenthal, and he said that in Russian, the word order is considered free. This means that in the sentence, there is no strictly fixed place. For example, a sentence of 5 words, the editor read the manuscript carefully yesterday, allows 120 different options. 120. And when you think about that, when we think about how Russians try to speak English and how often, because they have so many different variations on just 5 words, 120 different ways of saying it, you can see when they're starting to learn English and even developing their English, how that can lead to some sense of panic. And where do I put the words? What do I want to say? So not only do we have the tense problems and the vocabulary problems, but also the word order that can cause problems for non-natives of English language. And how do they manage to do it? Often I hear myself, students saying to me things like, I tomorrow will go to school. I will go tomorrow to school. At school, I did my homework at school. And even an adult student might say to me, my boss at work today gave me a really difficult project. So you can see there's already there some variations. And for native speakers, of course, it's not a major problem because we can understand the thought and the idea behind the sentence and work out just what it is the student or the non-native is trying to tell us. So from the base level of English language communication, which is what language is all about, we can understand. So it's not a major problem there. But I think most students would agree that they would like to speak as close as possible to the way native speakers do. and that helps them to their confidence and feel they're speaking the way and everybody's understanding them, how they speak. So that can really help. And that's what I want to do today. I want to show you a way on how to remember how to put the word in order in English language, unlike the Russian where you can mix it up. And I understand in Russian that normally you put what you want to emphasize at the beginning of a sentence, whether it's the time or the place or who did it. But in English, we have a very strict word order, which is what I want to show you today. So let's take our pen and paper. And before we move on to this lovely little word that I hope will help you to remember how to put the words in order in English, what we need to do is break a sentence down into its component parts. We need to look at the sentence that we would produce and put it correctly using the correct words in English. So taking your pen and paper, I'd like you, if possible, to write the first word that we need if we're going to communicate any language. We need to talk about who or what did the thing that we're talking about, yeah? So what we need to do is put the following word on our bit of paper, and here it is here. Can you write for me, please, the word subject on your piece of paper? Take your piece of paper and at the very top of the piece of paper, yeah, at the very top here, okay, at the top of the paper, write the word subject. But look how I've written it. I've written it with a capital S, a very big, bold S, yeah? Subject. Okay. Subject is, I understand, in Russian you normally say подлежащий, yeah? So let's put subject at the top of our sentence. And words of example like subject, Michael, my name, I, you are listening, I am speaking. So I, Michael, you, my lovely Instagram audience are listening. And that you and I are the subjects of any sentence we're going to talk about. Next thing we need to do, of course, is we have to understand that we can write words, but to make a sentence, we need one other element, without which is not English. And I know in Russian you can get by without this part of the sentence, but we need it in English, and that is the glagol. Glagol. Yeah, the verb. Michael speaks. So the next word I want you to write underneath subject, going down, is the word verb with a capital V. Verb. Capital V. Yeah? So we've got subject at the top and underneath we have verb. Subject, verb. Michael speaks. Michael cries. Michael laughs. Michael can sing. I sing. So we've got a sentence. Michael with a verb, and the subject and the verb. So there we have SV. Now, of course, it wouldn't be very interesting, would it, if all we had in our sentences was Michael sings, Michael laughs, Michael cries, Michael sleeps, and so on. We need to have Michael do something. He needs to do something. So normally the third word in our sentence is what he does too. He reads a book. He rides a bike. He eats a hamburger. Okay, and in English we use the word object to describe what that third word is. So here we have subject, verb, object. So please write down on your piece of paper subject, then underneath verb, and under that now we're going to write object with a large O. You can see SVO. We're forming our magic word here on the left hand side. Or on your right hand side as you see it. So we've got subject, verb, object. Okay, svo. So the student listens to the lecture. Michael reads a book. We have our subject. That's our base for our word order. Now, Let's make it a bit more interesting, can we? We just don't want to say that all the time. We want to talk about how you might do something. Yeah, I mean, that would really mix it up a bit and make it far more interesting. So let's then think about the next word we want to put in. And in Russian, you would say как он сделал. How did he do it? How did he do it? Well, in English, we have a special word for when we're talking about how you do things. And this is the word we have to put under the letter M. And it is manner. Okay, so under the word M, okay, under the word O, object, we're going to have manner. And that now gives us our four base of our word. We've got svom, subject, verb, object, and manner. They are our four parts to our clue word that we're going to ask you to remember in order to make English word order the correct way that natives would normally use it. Subject, verb, object, manner. Now, something else I'd like to ask about, of course, and at the moment it may be relevant because, well, maybe it's not relevant because we're all sitting at home at the moment. But within the house, of course, we can move around the flat, move around the house. We can't move around the city without our special propusk, our special pass. But what we would like to do next in our sentence is ask, where did Michael do these things? In which room at the moment, of course? Is it in the bedroom? Is it in the kitchen? Is it in the living room? Okay, I know we're not having very interesting relocations at the moment because of the current situation we're all involved in, but the next place then after manner is going to be the place. Yeah, where do we do these things? Where are we going to do these things? So we got our subject, verb, object, manner, and place. Subject, verb, object, manner, and place. We've got 5 now. We're nearly there. We've got 1 more to go. 1 more word to put in, and that might be something very important for humans, especially at the moment, because it just seems to drag. I don't know. I'm not dragging for me. I'm very busy with being on the internet and talking to lots of people and teaching from home, distance learning. But it is focusing a lot of people, of course, and that is time. Time. What time do you do these things? When do you do these things? And here we have now our word. Subject, verb, object, manner, place and time. Swamped. Can I hear a loud swamped out there in Moscow and anywhere else around Russia? Swamped. That is the word order that English people like to use. Subject, verb, manner, place and time. Swamped. And if you put your words in this order all the time, you will speak like a native. Because guess what? We like our language to be simple. We like it to be easy. That means we can do other things with our time and not have to focus on what we have to think about. We just put it in this. And I can make an example. For example, here we have, so we got, here's our sentence. Michael gives a presentation in English on Instagram at 4 p.m. on Sunday. So we got our subject, we got our verb, we got our object. We did when, how I did it, in English. Where I did it on Instagram, and when I did it at 4 p.m. on Sunday. Swamped. And if nothing else, if I remember that when I want to start to speak English, then I'm always going to sound like swamped. Yes, thank you, Kira. Swamped. There we go. However, as always with English, that's the base level. You'll find as you move on in developing your English, there are variations on a theme and some exceptions and some ways to mix the word order up to stress other things. But in the main, we like this, swamped. Now, I wanted to quickly though touch on a variation already. We've only just started to learn word order, and already I'm putting in an exception that I think will be interesting to you to know and to remember. And it does cause confusion amongst a lot of Russian students, especially those who are starting out for the first time and are coming into contact with the tense system of English. Normally, most students will meet this issue when they're doing present simple, which again is the base level that most students will learn before they move on to do the other tenses in English. Present simple. Now, to teach the present simple, often teachers will use adverbs of frequencies because it's these that we use in order to accentuate the reason why we use the present simple from other tenses. Often, yeah. I never at the moment, I never go to the supermarket at the moment. No. And I often, what do I do at the moment? I'm often watching Netflix. At the moment, I often watch Netflix at the moment. So these words, these adverbs of frequency, normally you would think, well, hang on a minute, it's time, Michael, it's when you do it. It's how often I do it. How often I do it. And here they are. Yeah, you would think then normally you would put here at the bottom with time. How often? However, with adverbs of frequency, here's our first exception. We like to put them here before the verb. So you can see adverbs of frequency, always, often, sometimes, rarely and never, go in here before the verb. And that's what we'd want to do. I mean, I could say Michael gives a presentation in English on Instagram often. I could put it at the bottom. And it's okay. We'll understand you. We'll know exactly what you mean. But as natives, we'd rather put it up here, between the subject and before the verb, between the subject and the verb. Yep. So, Michael often gives presentations in English on Instagram on a Sunday at 4 p.m. Time at the back and the frequency of time before the verb. So, that's it. Swamped. You remember subject, verb, object, manner, place and time. And we're going to finish up now with a game. So if you go to, let me turn my phone around. Okay, I'm showing my screen. You could go to, if you have the app on a phone or on a tablet, sorry, I was thinking planchette and in Russian, on a tablet, then you need to go to this web address. Sorry, this address. Okay, 1 second. Go to the app, if you can. Go to the app. Okay, if not, then go to, where's it gone? Kahoot.it. Kahoot.it. Let me turn you around and let me show you again. Okay, where's that one? Let me get a paper. Kahoot.it. There it is there. Cheeky monkey. Kahoot.it. If you are on a computer, a laptop, or a netbook, go to Kahoot.it. Okay, and if you want to take the challenge, then you need to, if you're on the phone or the planchette, the tablet, then you need to put this code in to do the test, do the game. 04345925. 0434. I think it's also already there on the chat bar here in Instagram, so you can find the code there listed. Okay. For those that want to stay on the computer, we can go somewhere else. So you can also go to do a game with me. So let me just quickly pull it back, and we're going to. You can stay with me if you want to and watch me do the game. And, oops, there we go. Sorry about that. Here we go. So, and here is the game pin. So the game pin is 5568711. If you're on a laptop or okay, 5568711, put it there on the right hand side. Okay, as I'm going to do, and I'm going to put my name in which is going to be Instagram Mickey. Instagram Mickey. And there I am. There's my name. I'm waiting. Anybody else want to join me? Go to kahoot.it, put in the code and enter your name. I'll give you a couple of minutes if anybody else wants to join me, and then we'll play the game. And if anybody else wants to carry on, you can go, of course, to the Instagram challenge, which is on your iPad, on your tablet, or on your phone. Okay. So I'm going to give it a minute or two, and then I will start the game. If anybody else wants to join me, go to kahoot.it and then put in the code 556888711 5568711. Okay, so we're waiting. So while we're waiting, if anybody wants to have further discussion or even more lessons with us, there are 9 of us in the school, and all native speakers, and we have some free lessons during the week, which you can come and join us on. They're published on our website, www.aaaenglish.ru, and you can join us there if you want to online. Normally we're working with Zoom, and we found that's worked very effectively for our students. They've enjoyed it, and we've had some great fun since we moved from doing our lessons in the center of Moscow on Stara Manyetny near Balyanka Metro, and we've moved to being online now exclusively, and all our teachers are having great fun. So anyway, who else is there? Are you now taking part in the game? Okay, if you're taking part, okay, on the game online, then you can do it this way. If not, then we're going to do it here. So let's start this game. Okay, so here we go. We've got a puzzle then. So what we need to do here, we've got to put the words in the right colours, yes? So here we have, okay, a new cinema near there is our school. So let's just take it back a bit. And we're going to move it over here. So I think we're going to have to use there is. We need the verb at the beginning. There is, and then we need what we're going to have. There is. What we're going to have. We're going to put. We need the sub. There is a new. We got a new. We ran out of time. We ran out of time on that one. Should be quicker, Michael. Okay, let's do the next one, shall we? Okay. Number 2. Put the sentence in order. So here we go. Let's have a look again. So we've got, your father doesn't drive after work very well. Oh, well, I think that's pretty easy, isn't it? That's okay. So your father doesn't drive very well. We need to cut. How does he drive? And then after work, the time. I'm going to do that. That's my one in. Any more? I've got 2 answers in there. Who else is with me on the game? Yeah, anybody else? Okay, got 3 more seconds, 2 more, 1 more seconds. And, 50-50. Who got that right? Who got it wrong? Okay, hey, Instagram Mickey got it right, but avocado, you're yet to catch up. So here we go, next one. Let's do the next question. So 3 out of 10, here we go. So, again, put the sentence in order. Don't forget swamped. So, it's got, I have got with a problem my homework. So, I have got is going to be the subject. Okay, what do we have? We need the object. I have a problem. Okay, I have a problem. And then we're going to put the... Okay, and what do I have a problem with? My homework. Okay, let's put that in. Okay, we've got 2 answers so far. Very well done. Okay, let's do the next one. Okay, we got them moving up. Okay, okay. Let's do the next one. So number 4. Well, number 4, put the sentence in order. Make swamped. Okay, so we need our subject. Who is our subject here? It's going to be they. They must be the subject. So we're going to be yellow here. And what do? They go. Okay. And what do they? They go swimming. So we're going to go red. And now we're going to say where. So we need the place at the city centre. And when? On a Thursday. And let's put that in. We just got it in. Hey, 100%. Who got those right? Let's have a look. So, did anybody? Okay. Okay, let's go. I'm glad I've got 3. Let's do the next one. Halfway there through the game now. Okay, let's put it in order again. So, where is the subject here? The subject is going to be, we. We. Okay, we. And what are we doing? We are having tea. Okay, we're having tea. Okay, and now we're going to put where. Where are we going to do it? In the palace. And finally, when? At the moment, now. Okay, put that in. And yes, are we going to be there? We are geniuses. Yes, well done, everybody. Good. So that was good work. Okay, next one. Okay, what we got next? Put the sentence in order. Again, no variations on the theme on this game. Okay, so, what is animal doing? So animal is the subject. I play. We want to know this object. What is he playing? This drums. And now we want to say where. Yeah, remember we want the place in the cellar. And when? At night. So let's just put that in. There we go. Enter our answer. We've entered our answer. Oops. Sorry to give you a headache there. Okay. Let's do our next one. Okay. So another sentence to put in order. Here we go. Here we go. So, who's the subject here, do we think? I think it's Mr. Trump. So he goes to green. Now, where is the verb? Where is the verb? Okay, here is the verb is. And we're also using an adverb of frequency, is often. And what is he often? He's often lost. Where is he lost? On the golf course. And when? During work days, Mr. Trump. I didn't do it in time. I've got to be quicker. Okay, number 8. Here we go. Put the sentence in order. There we go again. So what do we got here? Okay, where's our subject? Where's our subject? I think it's going to be there. I will never. What will I never do? I will never go swimming with sharks. Okay, when or where? Is it place or time? It's got to be place. So it's got to be in the sea. And then the time on my holiday. Let's put that one in. Okay. And we got that one right as well. Well done, thank you guys. Okay. And the next one. Okay, again, put the sentence in order. Here we go. Woo! Okay. Oh, there's a nice teacher there. Sorry to bang on that again. So, I like. Yeah, I like. There's our subjects and our verb. What do you like? I like to study. Okay, I like to study. Bye-bye. Okay. And where do I like to study? At AAA English. And what about a time? As often as I can. Okay. Put that in. See if that's going to get us a point. And there we are. Excellent. Okay. So this is our last question. And this will be the end of the session. I'm glad you come along. So let's have a look here. We need our subject. I think it's going to be I hope that we don't. What are we going to do? We're going to spend our summer holiday. Where are we going to spend it? At home. So it's place comes next. Place. And finally, we need our time this summer. Okay. Let's do that one, enter that. Okay, let's see how we did. How did we do? There we go. Got another 100% up. Oh, I am so clever. Let's go to next. So, who was the winner? Who was the winner? I don't know. Instagram Mickey. Is that me? In second place, Avocado. But the winner today, with all the help of everybody, was Instagram Mickey, whoever he was. Oh, that was me. Ha ha ha. Okay, so that's us for today. Thank you for joining me on my little lesson. I hope that nothing else you take away swamped subject, verb, object, manner, place and time with you, and enjoy the rest of the weekend, this Easter weekend. Once more, happy Easter to everybody, and we'd love to see you at the school. Come and join us on our lessons online, but if not, we'll see you next time on Instagram. Thanks very much.